January. We meet again. I always arrive at this month with my head spinning with thoughts and my body filled with a lot of different emotions. I guess you could say our relationship is a bit complicated. This January has been really beautiful. We have had so many beautiful pink sunrises and sunsets. The snow has started to melt though, because of some really strange warm weather due to an atmospheric river that has hit Norway recently. But I'm pretty sure it's sort of a fake spring and that the snow will come back eventually. I've been a little bit sick and feeling a bit under the weather, so I've tried to stay inside as much as possible to regain my health. But I'm really yearning now to finally being able to get out again and start filming, especially now that it's getting colder again and I can see that there are a lot of beautiful ice formations forming around the river. I've also reconnected with a lot of my really close friends, and in general I think this winter overall has been pretty good. I've been holding up better than I usually do, and especially when I compare it to last winter, I just feel so grateful for this winter and how it all turned out. But still, no matter what I do, I think the winter will always get to me a bit during these 2 months. It just happens. I start questioning everything. And my body is so filled with emotion that it is really hard to focus on almost anything at all. And just like a little small thing that happens in the day can just like tip me totally off the edge. I've learned that it is not a question of whether or not this feeling will arrive eventually, but more of how I will respond to it. And I also think that it is not necessarily a bad thing to look at yourself with like a little bit of a critical perspective and discuss with yourself the choices you are making. It's a little bit of a strange timing though, because January is supposed to be this new beginning. Every year it's supposed to be this feeling of a new start and that now you can finally like achieve what you want to do in this new year. But I'm usually the quite opposite of that during that specific month. Because then I am starting to question what my dreams even are, and I just walk around in circles basically within my house and my head, and yeah. So you will not find me creating some sort of New Year's resolution goal during this month. Instead, you might find me doing a makeover on my hallway. Yeah, so I started another makeover project after the kitchen. And this time it was the hallway. And it was truly necessary. We have had friends visit more lately, and the first thing they see when they come in is this mess that we have created. And I wanted the hallway to feel more welcoming, but I at the same time had no interest in spending a lot of money on it. So this video is not the video about a perfect hallway makeover, but more a video about an imperfect, low-cost glow-up. And this glow-up kept me sane through the first weeks of 2022. Okay, so I have cleaned up, not cleaned, but it's sort of clean. And now you can see this little kind of hole in the wall here. And I've decided that I need some sort of shelf in this area, because we have a lot of shoes that are usually standing there. So I will maybe put this shelf there, and then I will build another shoe shelf that is way bigger and way longer for this area. Nick has some really large shoes. So the first thing I really wanted to tackle was how we organize this room. So I started creating new solutions. Before we had this big cardboard box that we just put our mittens and our hats and our scarves in, but I wanted to do something a little bit different, so I put up some baskets that we had on the wall, and then I sorted the hats and the mittens separately. I think this looks pretty nice, even though it would be nice to have matching baskets, but for now this is what we have.
The only thing that counters that is that no one feels good lying on the couch, eating ice cream, watching Netflix. Excuse me? Like, do something. And like, don't linger in that energy of just an forward.
So what I'm thinking is to paint these, because if you see the roof is white and up there you can see that they are white, but down here they are green. So I will try to make it a little bit more similar. Not sure if that's gonna help. And then I was thinking to paint the frame of this mirror, because I don't really like the black in here. So I'm kind of sleepy, so yeah, this is gonna move a little bit slowly, I think. And also there's today like a storm here, sort of. Not like a really heavy storm, but there's like some wind, and it's kind of nice to just sit and listen to the wind outside. Because in this area there isn't that often a lot of wind, honestly. I wanted all the jackets to hang on one side of the mirror, so I moved one of the hooks over to the other side.
Maybe you just deserve to lie on the couch. Maybe you should just watch Netflix until you feel like you don't want to watch Netflix anymore. And I was like, well, yes, all of that is true and valid. And it's been like, I feel but I make sure I roll out my mat and get on that mat in my life towards something different. And I'm sitting with right now, like, how many times do I invite that into my life on a daily basis?
Where the old hooks had been, I put up this hanger that I found in the barn of our landlords. They said I could use it. And I use that for our scarves. We have a lot of them, especially now in the winter. This door needs a different color. And I'm gonna try with yellow, because yellow kind of makes me happy these days. Okay, so here we go. I will have to be honest, I didn't paint this door just one time. I painted it maybe 6 times and in 4 different colors. Welcome to my January brain. So here's the thing, I have like a lot of leftover paint from all my other projects, so I have to use some of that, because otherwise it would be a waste, and also a waste of money. But I'm really like confused about what I want to use in here. It's kind of difficult. I just had to take all of the stuff that I put in here out, because I discovered that you can take away this thing. Voila! It's pretty cool. I will wash this and see what I can do about it, because I kind of like that wood. So I had some leftover stain from when we stained the shelf in our living room, and I decided to use that. Then came the project that I had been putting off for a while, because I was scared of the power tools. And just to put like a disclaimer in here, I have no idea what I'm doing, so please do not do anything the way I'm doing it. But I really think that a project like this was the perfect thing for me to start overcoming the fear of building stuff, because I really want to be one of those women who can just build stuff, you know? And this fear of the tools is really sometimes what's holding me back, and also, of course, the fear of just not really knowing what to do. And I really think that building something this unimportant and imperfect is a really good way to start. I quickly realized that the tools weren't that scary and that I could do this. So for all of you other women out there who want to try, maybe start with something like this, something small and imperfect, and just let somebody teach you how to use the tools so you do it safely.
Joyride, a hit and run. I thought I loved you and you thought I was fun. I'm moving on down the road. Watch me as I go, watch me as I go. Should I look both ways before you cross me, baby? 'Cause I don't break for boys. I'm moving on. For miles, 67 fastback, oh, it's just my style. We're headed down the road. Just enjoy the show, watch me as I go. Should've looked both ways before you cross me, baby, 'cause I don't break for boys. I'm moving on.
It is finished!
I'm moving on. Should've looked both ways before you cross me, baby, 'cause I don't break for boys.
I work as a freelancer, which means that I stay a lot inside in my home during the day, and it's actually quite important to me that it feels good to be there. So when I have some time on my hands, I prefer actually to do stuff like this instead of just watching Netflix. But of course, I do that as well. And I hope you enjoyed it a little bit too. I will show you the final results now. I love you all and thank you so much for all your kind comments. I've seen there's been a lot of new people on my channel lately and it really makes me so happy to talk to you guys in the comment section and get to know you guys a little bit more. And I will see you in my next video for hopefully a little bit more of the outside world, outside of my home. I'm not so sick anymore, so I'm looking forward to that myself.
Er det kaldt ute nå? Ja. Oi, de liksom hilser på hverandre. Nam nam!